Hello, I'm Howard Dixon, Rock Island's European representative, and I'm joined here today by my good friend Connor Fitzgerald, and we will be discussing this fine and unique James Purdy & Sons exhibition rifle from the Norman R. Blank collection. This particular rifle was finished in 1876, 2 years ahead of the 1878 Exhibition Universelle in Paris.
And it's at that exhibition that Purdy won their gold medal.
Indeed, and winning a gold medal at an international exhibition was a really big thing for a British company.
Very.
Not only from a marketing point of view, but it showcased to the world that your product was the best of the best.
And this product, this example we have here, is engraved in the most extraordinary fashion.
It is. Compared to the engraving styles you would expect to see on a gun from 1870s, this is on a whole different level. This deep chisel, floral motifs, not a hint of the standard bouquet and scroll, which was to become really the standby British gun-making engraving.
And within this deep relief engraving, there are masks
Absolutely.
and other features that make it, quite unique.
Absolutely. Now, this style of engraving on Purdy guns is often associated with a French engraver called Barret, who one can say his background was engraving medals and medallions. Hence the sort of leaning towards this low relief work rather than just chiseling into flat plate.
Barret was a French engraver who actually ended up coming to England.
Absolutely. And from the group of guns that we know that Purdy took to the Paris exposition, some were engraved by Barret, and others, as for this example, engraved by their head engraver in-house, a gentleman by the name of Lucas. And he must have taken his sort of stylistic muse from Barret's work.
No, absolutely.
Well, we know that Purdy's, by certainly around the First World War, couldn't offer this level of engraving, with both Barret having left the company and Lucas. So this is a snapshot of extraordinary skill and quality that had a very limited shelf life.
And these guns were later acquired in the 1880s by Lord Keane.
That's correct. From about 1884, he started acquiring these guns, having returned from exhibition duty in Australia. Now, I don't think he bought all of them at the same time, and whether he knew at the time he was buying these guns that he was buying quite a lot of the stand, or a significant group of the gold medal winning stand, from the Paris exhibition. But he bought them, and 3 of these Paris exhibition provenance guns were bequeathed in Lord Keane's will to the then Prince of Wales, and they remain within the royal collection housed at Sandringham House in Norfolk, England.
And so this is one of the very few of that original Paris group that is still available in public use.
It's possibly the only example in
Certainly
private hands.
the only example in deep relief engraving like this.
Absolutely. This is a unique opportunity to acquire a unique rifle.
When you look at this gun, this rifle, you just want to sit there and stare into that engraving and explore every nook and cranny.
Absolutely. The stylistic flair is beyond compare. Even some of the little flourishes where you look at the actual design of the action. So we have the side clips, and
Yes.
you normally expect side clips to be completely and utterly right angled to the side of the action. On this, they're not. They're slightly angled in towards the top of the action. It's just these little design features that are absolutely wonderful.
And you have island locks
Absolutely.
with bolted safeties.
Yep.
Non-rebounding hammers. A classic of the period of the 1870s.
Absolutely.
You have a pistol grip made from the trigger, tang, trigger guard tang.
Classic underlever
A snap,
opening closure.
the snap underloop.
Yep. And a pistol extending here into the
Yes.
sort of pistol grip trigger guard. Yep. But
And, of course, the butt plate is engraved as well.
one could argue that this is too good to use.
But it can be used.
Absolutely. As we've seen with sort of previous exhibition firearms from the Norman R. Blanc collection, I'm thinking specifically the absolutely amazing pair of pistols by Gaston Renette,
Yes,
which technically, yes, they would work.
they would. But
Would
they're-
you actually use them and risk damage to such a wonderful work of art?
They
you-
are works of art.
And I think they must have been regarded as works of art
This
when
is,
they were new.
This is why this beautiful rifle is in today the same condition, we believe, as it was when it was originally built.
Absolutely. This has really been cherished for
I
its
think
entire
that
life.
It's a fantastic word. I think that's very appropriate word, cherished. Absolutely.
So the barrels,
Yes.
blued finish with this wonderful file cut matting over most of the sighting rib. This little blank section in the middle bearing the signature, J. Purdy and Sons, Audley House, South Audley Street, London. A signature you will still find today. Sighting provided with this single standing notch rear sight with its little platinum inlaid sighting line and a bead front sight.
And this is chambered for 450 Black Powder Express. A fantastic hunting rifle, cartridge at the time.
Absolutely. The classic British double rifle
Definitely.
cartridge.
From the workshops of James Purdy, to the Paris exhibition, to the Sydney exhibition, to the hands of aristocracy, to the collection of Norman R. Blanc, Pasadena, California, to Rock Island.
This unique Purdy rifle from the Norman R. Blanc collection will be offered for sale in our August premiere auction to be held in Bedford, Texas. We look forward to seeing you there.